Welcome to a new Voltlog. In this video I'm going to give you guys a few updates on what's going on in the Voltlog lab. So I've been working on the BigClown Kit review. I've built my project and I'm collecting data. I'm visualizing the data using Grafana and it looks nice, but I'm going to wait for a few more days just to collect more data to have something substantial to show you guys. On the BigClown unboxing video, there were comments saying that the kit is too expensive, and we could discuss that, but I want you guys to look at the different modules, because you don't necessarily need to buy the whole kit as I received it here. You can buy individual modules and build a project with just the modules you need, and that should bring the cost down. Also, regarding the price of the modules, you have to take into consideration the fact that this is made in Europe with high quality parts, and it's not made in China with the cheapest parts. And also the added value of the 3-year warranty plus the awesome documentation that you get with the project. You simply cannot compare this with something you get from AliExpress for $2 or $3. That's in an entirely different segment. I would like to think that my audience has the level to understand things like this, and you cannot compare an ESP8266 that you get from AliExpress with something like this, which is of higher quality and brings higher value to the table. I mean, cheap things from China are great. I am getting a lot of those, as you've seen in my in the mail videos, but you tend to use those for something different and you expect something different from those. And I will elaborate on the subject in the upcoming video. The next thing I wanted to talk about is this, a rear view camera designed to be mounted on the back of a car. I got this a while ago to install it on my car, however the seller apparently sent me the wrong model. I ordered a simple composite out model, but he sent me one with a different connector, which apparently has an RGB output instead of the composite video output I was looking for. And it should also have dynamic trajectory lines, although I find it hard to believe that they integrated the dynamic trajectory lines overlay circuit inside this small camera, because it would have to be at least a microcontroller to read the CAN bus data and overlay and create an overlay over the camera feed. I'm guessing that should be handled by an external box, and I've seen that in some product listings from the same seller on AliExpress. In the meantime, I opened the dispute and the seller sent me the correct camera, so I just replaced the camera module, but he refused to send me the correct cable to use this one. The reason being that he said it would not work because this camera has an RGB output. While having more pins on the output of the camera could support the RGB output theory, I still want to investigate this and determine what kind of camera this is and maybe use it for other projects. Cutting open the camera enclosure would be the easiest, but I'm expecting it to be glued very tight, so I might destroy the enclosure in the process, and I would like to avoid that if I plan to use this camera later. So the next step would be to find this connector so that I could easily probe it. So do any of you know where I could find this type of connector, or what the pinout might be? It's an 8-pin female round connector. It's about 6 mm in diameter. Here is a close-up of the connector, and as you can see, 8-pin female and about 6 mm in diameter. Ultimately, if I can't get the matching connector or any info on the pinout, I'm gonna have to at least cut this connector to expose the wires, and if that doesn't help, I'm gonna have to cut open the camera, because exposing the circuit inside will provide more info on the pinout. So let me know in the comments if you have any info on this. Now, one last topic, the polishing kit I showed in an earlier in the mail. I gave this a go on the screen of the ISDT battery charger, which was badly scratched, and with some hints given by you in the comment section, I managed to do it. It was strange at first, it seemed like it wasn't doing the job, but after comparing the before and after pictures that I'm showing on screen right now, you can clearly see the results. It's definitely working. The deep scratches are still there, but all the fine scratches are gone. And now I am going to stick a protection film on top, so that should help protect it from future scratches. So if you have a similar problem, maybe with the multimeter screen or something similar, I recommend you get yourself one of these cheap polishing kits. It's well worth the money. So that was all for today, just a short update to let you guys know what's going on in the lab, and I will see you soon in the next video.